All right, how you doing? So about this video, I'm not going to have all the details here because actually I'm on the way to do some family time stuff. But this article keeps popping up on my feed. But for the most part, this just goes to show that the stuff that you do in the dark will or come out in the light. And it's one of the things I just think that success doesn't come easy. All right. Any way that you put it, it's one of the things that success takes a lot of work. Okay. And even if you do get it, you have to work to keep it. All right. I just think that this man, I don't know a lot about him, but I think that he put out some hits. It's one of the things I think that if he would have made the money that he wanted to make, okay, then he could have took it and probably invested in what I'm about to tell you anyway. Okay, if he would just remain persistent. But now, after this offense, it's going to set him back. But I think that he'll do a little time, and he'll be fine. At least he'll be around, for his family. So this guy, his name is G Herbo. All right, his real name is Herbert Wright III. Okay, this guy got busted for wire fraud of $1.5 million. Okay, so he stole some money from somewhere, probably the government. All right, they didn't say where he got the money from, but it was either they were taking money from investors, him and a friend, or they was probably getting that money from the government. Now, if anybody know where they got that money from, then feel free to let me know. But nevertheless, the money was stolen, and there was like a fraud scheme, okay? And the money was supposed to have been for a dog business, a dog kennel, which they did not do. The puppies were bought, but it's my understanding that it had to be reversed with the charges, or with the purchase, because of suspected fraud. And then something like jets were being chartered, and then an island was rented out in somewhere in the Caribbean, okay, with him and a friend. And I guess the friend of his, I know his last name is Strong, had some fraudulent business deals, and all this stuff started crashing down on this G Herbo, right, guy, a rapper, okay, and he took the grunt of it. Wire fraud is an offense for 20 years, okay, just for wire fraud alone. All right, that now he did plead guilty, okay, for the things that he done, and hopefully he'll repent for those actions or whatever, so he won't make the same mistake again. I think he probably will. And there's a couple of $100,000 that he had to pay back. Okay. I'm trying to think what else I can find from this case here. He was pending a gun charge and some cannabis in his car previously in Chicago, but that charge was going to be waived. So that's all I know about the guy. Okay, I haven't heard none of his songs or anything. I don't really know a lot about this rapper, but for the most part, the government, all right, just shows the power that it has, okay, to be able to track all this stuff down if they suspect any wrongdoing. If it gets more than likely to the hands of like the FBI and all that other stuff, and particularly like if it's federal money, that's the reason why, okay? So they monitor that money, and they want to make sure in many cases what that the reason why that money is being used, and the money needs to be used for appropriately for the reasons it need to be used. You understand what I'm saying? If they don't see that, then they're gonna start plugging and probing and all that, different stuff. You know, they'll pay attention about what you put on social media and so forth. Okay, but particularly like if a lot of these rappers are not really making no money, and I've seen reports about a lot of guys, you know, younger guys, they're not really selling a lot of tickets, and people really ain't going to shows like they had before with, you know, things like streaming and all that other stuff. There's people ain't got money to do stuff like they did 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It is what it is. Just gonna have to just find another way. You see what's going on over there at the strike out there in Hollywood with actors and writers and stuff like that. You know, so yeah, I think that a lot of these rappers, they're just gonna have to find something else. They're gonna have to just find another way. Not saying that, you know, they can't continue to do what they do, but I just think that the industry, they're just not paying like they did before. All right, so yeah, he pled guilty, and I just think that he'll probably, I don't know, do house arrest for maybe a couple of years or whatever. So that's the good thing, and maybe that he'll, you know, he'll have time to think about it, and hopefully a change will be made. So let me know what you think about the video here. If there's anything that I missed, be sure, or if you like, to respectfully add in the comments box. And thank you for your time. All right.